Hey, good evening, everybody. Once again, I'm not actually here, but very grateful that you are. Thanks for tuning in. We've got another repeat tonight of a couple shows from a year ago, from when all this thing started. One of them was the April Fool's show. I liked that one. I had a good time. I remember that. So I hope you do enjoy it. Remember, I'm back Friday night. I'll see you live then from Deadhead Land. Everybody, take care. Have a great evening. Thanks so much.
Good evening. Welcome, and hope everyone's had a nice day. And I appreciate you stopping in here every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Every Wednesday, well, today's Wednesday. Every weeknight at 9 o'clock, and it's hard for me to realize this is just the third episode. It seems like I've been doing it forever. But I really do appreciate everybody coming on, and so many old friends that I haven't seen for 30, 40 years. Moved out of state. Some people are in state, and they're close by, and I still don't see them. But Kevin, our old sound guy out there in Michigan, was on last night. Rob McAlpine, a bunch of my buddy Happy Jack. A bunch of old Cabaloosa people. We used to play there every Monday night for some 20 years, and in New Paltz. And so the first night I had a little conversation starter. Maybe we should do that again. But I asked people what their top 3 favorite venues were, and Happy Jack said Cabaloosa. Number 1, all those 20 years. So thanks, Jack. And let's see, who else? Did I say Rob McAlpine? And I don't want to start saying, I don't want to be leaving people out, because I appreciate everybody's here, and a lot of people have been here every night with me, and I really do appreciate it. But just want to say hello to all those friends I haven't seen in so long, and good to see you here. I'd like to start out with something a little easier, get a little warmed up, but kind of locked in. So I'm going to start with this. Your name, carve your name with ice and wind. Search for where the rivers end, where the rivers start, where everything that's in you feel to be your part. But never give your love, my friend, speak with wisdom like a child to you directly from my heart. Crown yourself a king of clowns and stand way back apart. I'll never give you love, my friend, unto a foolish heart, to a foolish heart. Shun a brother and a friend, never look around the bend or check a weather chart. Sign the Mona Lisa with a spray can, call it art, but never give your love, my friend, to a foolish heart, to a foolish heart. Foolish heart will call on you, toss your dreams away, turn around and blame you for the way you went astray. A foolish heart will cost you sleep enough to make you curse. A selfish heart is trouble, but a foolish heart is worse. The hand that bakes your bread, dare to leave, well, angels fear to tread till you are torn apart. Spray can't call it art, but never give your love, my friend. All right, let me switch screens here so I can indeed see the comments. My old buddy Michael Boylan, my high school buddy. And Jude, Daryl Ann, and thanks everybody. So here's my thought was, hey, my dad's watching. Hi, Dad. My thought was originally with this that the grateful news, grateful just being, I guess it's not the easiest time, for most of us, and but there's still plenty to be happy about and love and dance to and listen to, and so I thought it'd be nice to have something the grateful news of the day, and people could contribute, that sort of thing. But that could be a cheesy idea. I'm not sure, and you guys are going to make what you're going to make of it, and that's even better. But there certainly is a lot of love there on the comments, and I appreciate it. I would like mostly if you guys would talk amongst yourselves. I'm a little busy here, but I do go through them afterwards, and I appreciate all of them, and I do try and read them in real time as we go through and answer. I will take requests. If not, right now, at some point in the future, and my friend B, I've got a song for her tomorrow night that she's asked for. But the happiest thing I am is when people connect here with their own friends, and it doesn't have to be a friend. Reach out to the person next to you and say hello and introduce yourself and hang out with me and have a good time. All right, I thank you so much, and we'll get back to some music. As Marty DeBerge says, enough of my yakking. Let's boogie. Went to see the captain, strangest I could find, laid my proposition down, I laid it on the line, and I won't slave for beggars pay, golden shoes, but I would slave to learn the way to sink your ship of fools, ship of fools, on a cruel sea, ship of fools. Sail away from me. It was later than I thought when I first believed you, but I cannot share your laughter, ship of fools. First ship sink and drown from rocking of the boat, and all that could not sink or swim was just left there to float, and I won't leave you drifting down. Makes me wild. 60 years upon my head to have you home, each child, ship of fools, on a cruel sea, ship of fools. Away from me. It was later than I thought when I first believed you. I cannot share laughter, ship of fools. Ship of fools on a cruel sea. Ship of fools, sail away from me. It was later than I thought. When I first believed you, I cannot share your laughter, ship of fools. Bible stands is empty as they were filled before. Time there was in plenty, but from that cup no more. No, I could not caution on. I still might want a few. Don't lend your hand to raise no flag upon no ship of fools. Ship of fools on a cruel sea. Ship of fools, sail away from me. It was later than I thought. When I first believed you, I cannot share your laughter, ship of fools. Later than I thought. When I first believed you, I cannot share your laughter, ship of fools. All right, hello everybody. Oh, my brother said hi to Faye. That was he reached out and talked to a neighbor. That's great. All right, so this is the time of the show, and so I do want to ask you, please, as a favor to me, if you could share this and follow it. I think if you do lots of those likes and hearts and wows and everything, all those help spread the word out to your friends and my friends and our friends and lets them know the show's going on. So I really do appreciate that. appreciate it, but even more so, I can see those all floating in the screen, and that makes me feel really good. That's very helpful. So thank you for all that. And yeah, please do your best to help and to share and get some more of our friends up here. So I do want to play this next song. This is a recording. This is from, so it's actually 5/8/82 or 4/8, right? So not April Fool's Day a week later, but it sure seemed like a cosmic prank of some sort. This was the second set, and the band came out and they were tuning up, and it was very unusual. The tune-up went on. It seemed to coalesce into a space jam of sorts, and you can hear there's a bit of I don't know, confusion is a word, but like, what's going on here, from the crowd, and sure enough, they're spacing out. It sure seemed like that way to me, and I don't know of any other show that started with space, first or second set or encore. In the later years after Jerry, Phil and I think, even now Dead and Company sometimes they'll start out with a jam, they'll go into a song. But this was space, and the Dead didn't do a jam or a space usually that I know of starting out the set. So all of a sudden it seems like, wow, they're starting with space here. And then the next thing you know, there's this crackle like you would not believe. Like, unfortunately on the tape, it sounds a little bit like just firecrackers. It doesn't have the momentous calamity it sounded like there at the show. It sounded like the end of the world. And I didn't think there was going to be any more sound. It sounded like that PA blew. But, as the dust settled, the band kept spacing out. And for a little while, and then Bobby came up and made his announcement about Jerry's wah-wah pedal. And they continued to space out, and they spaced into Funiculi Funicula, and then into playing in the band. So that's what I'm going to play for you. And again, the crowd reaction is a lot of the fun of this show.
Looks like Jerry's Wah-Wah's giving its all for rock and roll. nothing. Let it know it come out right. Say it once again now. Oh, hope you understand. When it's done over, love, man is just a man playing in the band. Daybreak on the land. Now some folks look for answers, others look for facts. Some folks up in treetops, just looking for their kites. And I can see a future, oh, pushing their hand, but I can't stop nothing of it. Playing in the band, playing in the band. Daybreak on the land. Standing on a tower, holding nothing man. You just keep turning while I'm playing in the band. If the man among you got no sin upon his hand, it'll cast a stone at me for playing in the band. Playing in the band. Daybreak on the land.
From there they go into Uncle John's band, and I can't tell you the rest of the set. There's a lot of stuff, and they come back and reprise playing at the end of it. I can't say it's a show I pull out often for the second set, although I do love a play-in sandwich for sure. But yeah, that beginning of that first set, that's my April Fool's April prank of the day, or what? April Fool's fun. I'm gonna do my best on this next one. Maybe you could all sing along, that would help. Day after day, alone on a hill, a man with a foolish grin is keeping perfectly still. Nobody wants to know him, they can see that he's just a fool. He never gives an answer, but the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Well, on the way, head in a cloud, the man of 1,000 voices talking perfectly loud. Nobody ever hears him, the sound he appears to make. He never seems to notice, but the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Nobody seems to like him, they can tell what he wants to do. He never shows his feelings, but the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. where the rivers end, where the river starts. Do everything till you feel to be your part. Never give your love, my friend, unto a foolish heart. To a foolish heart. Unto a foolish heart. Unto a foolish heart. Unto a foolish heart. To a foolish heart. Hey, happy April Fool's Day, everybody. Thanks so much for being here with me. I hope you'll be back here tomorrow night, Thursday night. Wow, it's still amazing me. There's just been three of these. I know I make it look easy, but it's taken a lot out of me. So I do appreciate all the feedback. Remember, I do go and I read all these things and reply to them and appreciate them all. So thanks for being here with me. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks, everybody. Got to work on that cue.
Good evening. Happy Friday, everybody. What a week, huh? I got to admit, this is about the most steady job I've had in about 40, maybe, 40 some years, maybe. But I'm having so much fun, and I so much appreciate you guys having some fun with me and sharing the time with me. My buddy Slack, he asked for me to up the production a little bit. So as you can see, I dimmed the lights, and I added a lava lamp over here. I don't think it's going to be enough for him. It never is. But so Friday, casual Friday, we're going to take it a little easier. It really has been taking it out of me, these shows. It's not my normal, not my kind of thing, I guess, maybe, but I've been doing my best, and I appreciate everybody being here and all the support and love, and it's been really great. Thank you. So what I'm going to do tonight is get some requests out of the way that we've had. This is from my buddy Jude up in Kingston, and he asked for Jackaroo. Was a wealthy merchant in London, he did dwell. He had a beautiful daughter, the truth to you I'll tell. Ooh, the truth to you I'll tell. She had sweethearts aplenty and men of fine degree, but for Jack the sailor, her true love e'er could be. True love e'er could be. Jackie went a-sailing with trouble on his mind, left his native country and his darling girl behind. Ooh, his darling girl behind. To a tailor shop and dressed in men's array, got on board a vessel to convey herself away. Ooh, convey yourself away. Before you get on board, sir, your name we'd like to know. He smiled up in his countenance, well, they call me Jackaroo. Ooh, they call me Jackaroo. I see your waist is slender, your fingers they are small, your cheeks too red and rosy to face the cannonball. Ooh, to face a cannonball. I know my waist is slender, my fingers they are small, would not make me tremble to see 10,000 fall. To see 10,000 fall. Being over, she went and looked around. Among the dead and wounded, her darling boy she found. Ooh, her darling boy she found. Picked him on up in her arms and carried him to town. And there she found a physician who quickly healed his wounds. Ooh, quickly healed his wounds. Couple, they got married, so well did they agree. This couple, they got married. I said, why not you and me? Ooh, why not you and me? Ooh, why not you and me? All right, thank you. Thanks for, let me see who's here if I can see that quickly. Hey, there I am. I'm still playing. on Facebook, I'm still performing. Terrific. Uh-oh, Bobby Kemp. It seems no matter how hard I try, practice or not practice, I get super nervous in this format. I don't know, on stage with a whole rest of the band, it maybe just covers it up, but still getting used to playing here. And I don't know what the head trip is, but but it's a head trip. So this one is for Dennis. I think Dennis has been on here most nights, maybe if not all nights, and I appreciate that. He asked for an original song, The Bitter End. So we're going to do that. Hey, there's this guy I ran into. I tell you, he's alive. Why? It don't matter what the hell you do. Seems like you're always playing with fire. He took me down to his local bar. It's a low down, run down dive. Hardly had that door ajar, and man, that place sure came alive. The folks here said, come on and have a seat. Let me buy you one, my friend. Come on, take a load right off your feet. You have reached the bitter end. But I said, wait. Close my eyes, you know, and right to this world I did descend. Hey, I said, wait. It's a brilliant disguise, you know, right from the start it was the end. You know, it was the bitter end. I know I sat right down and I knocked back that drink. Some pretty little thing, she gave me a wink. I didn't take no time to stop and think. Signed on that dotted line, I used my blood for ink, but I said, wait. Just close my eyes. Into this world I did descend. Yeah, I said, wait. It's a brilliant disguise, I think. Right from the start it was the end. It was a bitter end. And I stood up when they said to sit down. I never did once back down. And all my life I spent it hell-bound. Was never lost, was never found. Was never homeward bound. I seen folks come and go, and I seen times both fast and slow, and I've been all around this world, you know. It seems like I still just got this one last place to go, but I said, wait. Just close my eyes. Into this world I did descend. Hey, I said, wait. It's a brilliant disguise, I think. Right from the start it was the end. Hey, I said, wait. Just close my eyes. Into this world I did descend. Hey, I said, wait. It's a brilliant disguise, I think. Right from the start it was the end. the start it was the end. I believe it was the bitter end. I believe it was a bitter end. Thanks, Jen. Hey, we're going to try something a little different. We're going to try a little experiment. I'm going to check in with my buddy Rob, bandmate. All week it's been just me talking about me up here. So we're going to call Rob up and see what he has to say about me. My favorite TED joke. Could we get a little dialing music, Paul? All right, this is an experiment. We'll see how things go. Said he might fall asleep, so I shows what he thinks of the show. Rob?
Hello?
Hey, Rob.
What's up?
You just wake up?
Dude, I'm right in the middle of a show.
Hey, wait, it's Slack. I dialed the wrong number. Hey, how you doing, Sean?
Good, buddy.
All right. We're going to talk to you next week, all right? Well, while I got you on the
right.
phone, what do you think? The lava lamp? Tone down the lamps
Dude,
a little bit?
It's always nice to have a little light in the darkness.
Well, I did less light.
Well, that doesn't always mean the truth there.
All right, so that's our first technical mistake. All right. Hold on. I think Rob's actually calling in. Talk to you later, Slack.
All right, buddy.
Rob,
Hey, Alex, you can hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, great. I couldn't get the call from you.
Yeah, I dialed the wrong number.
Oh.
Because I didn't have the dial-in music queued up.
No worries. We're breaking boundaries here tonight.
All right, so how you doing, Rob?
Good, good. I've really, really enjoyed your show, Alex. I think everybody's having a blast.
Thank you. And so look, I want to ask you a few questions, but first, we've known each other since we were, full disclosure here, we've known each other since we were little kids. I mean, real little kids. You grew up on the block, just a block away from me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think you were, a couple years behind me?
Yep.
And so, do you remember, you've seen the Beatles anthology, right? And George is talking about when he joined the band, he was like, I was just 16 or something like that. And he goes, and
That's right, yeah.
Paul was 2 years older than me. And then you can see his face, like just whole cloud over, And he goes, and he's still 2 years older than me. So I wanted to ask you, is that how you feel about me, Rob? Let's talk about that another time. So I know that you were I knew as a little kid that I knew you were a big Beatles fan back then. So I wanted to ask you, how did you, what was your first exposure to the Dead? How did you get into the band?
I had an older cousin, my cousin Paul, and he played from the Skeletons from the Closet. I went to visit him. And right there, I was, really, really hooked on the band.
Really? From an album?
Yeah, from that.
Wow.
Because, I had a little taste of everything I remember he played that on Commander Cody's album for me, and Jethro Tull. But you know, out of everything, the Grateful Dead just stood up and to me. So I became really just a Deadhead and a Beatle fan for a
Yeah.
while. I love the Stones, of course, a lot back then too, and a lot.
Oh, Mick. Ah.
But yeah, so I mean, you know, basically since high school, still been playing the same songs, playing Bertha since high school.
Wow.
Playing it wrong, you know, and still love
Well-
the same song. I remember when the Blues for Allah came out. I remember hanging out in the music room at New Paltz High School, the reel-to-reel recording of the album during lunchtime. That's what we would do, and
Nice.
the older Deadhead kids were there, maybe you included, and
No, I wasn't into the Dead. Not for many. In fact, you know, I had probably, we had friends that were big Deadheads, and you know, I was a big music guy also, but I had friends that were huge Deadheads, and it sort of was off-putting almost that they were that fanatical at that time to me, anyways. But I inherited a 8-track player with a spindle of 8 tracks from my older sister, and she had Working Men's Dead, and I would listen to that. I liked it okay, but yeah, it didn't make me want to go see the band. Wasn't until I actually saw them that I was like, which is going to be another show, because that blew my mind when I saw them live. So, what was your first show that you saw?
I went up to see them in Rochester.
What year was that?
In '78.
Nice, I know that show.
Thanksgiving time, and it was with the War Memorial. And that weekend, I went to visit a couple colleges too, to see if I wanted to go to the colleges. So that was my excuse to my parents. Hey, Mom, Dad, I'm going up to visit Rockport and Geneseo. And by the way, the Grateful Dead are playing up in Rochester. So, boy, that's perfect. Nice little, nice trip.
I saw the best show ever in Rochester,
Yeah.
as I've said a few times.
It
So what did they open with, you remember?
I'm kind of going to think Jack Straw, but I could be getting confused with my second
Yeah,
show on that.
a lot of shows, a lot of years. All right, Rob, we got to keep things rolling here. But it's great to talk to you. I sure do miss you. And can't wait to play some more. Everybody make some noise for Rob. Oh, shoot. I had a whole screen that I was supposed to have up for Rob. There he is. Everybody make some noise for Rob.
All right, Alex. Take care, man.
All right, you
Keep
too.
it going. Hopefully we'll get to play soon together.
Right on, brother.
Miss you. Bye-bye.
All right, there's the Rob screen. I'm trying to talk louder, too. Let me know if I'm too loud. All right, so our next little segment here, and again, we're taking it a little easier tonight, such as it is, and this next clip is, and I encourage you all to, if you're not actually paying too close attention, to pay close attention to this. This is a U.S. blues from Duke University, 1978, and I've never seen Jerry quite this animated ever, or anywhere near this animated, and I first wondered. I thought it's an encore, you know, and I thought like, wow, what did he do during that break before the encore? But I then subsequently watched the whole show, and he comes out and plays the drums. He plays Mickey's drum set during drums, and I don't know, maybe it's terrible. I don't know. He's playing something else. He's doing Townsend windmills, and so it's a fantastic show to check out. Very unusual. Watch his little dance when he goes, "Give me 5," and he's up there for a high five, and then he goes over and does a little merengue with Bobby. and when they start out, I think maybe it's right around then, but you see right early then, you'll see Bobby look over and just give this huge smile. It reminds me, talking about the Beatles, of the rooftop concert when John blows the lyrics and does some gobbledygook, and him and Paul just exchange this, just brotherly love glance of a knowing smile, whatever. It's very much the same with Bobby here as Jerry's just going nuts. And don't miss the very end when Jerry and Bobby do a unison leap. So enjoy this.
Red and white, blue suede shoe. I'm Uncle Sam. How do Thank you, and good night.
Yeah, so I would love to know what's going on, what was happening that night. One of these days, I'm gonna email or call into Steve Parrish's show and see if he has some answers up for me on that. All right, before we get going, I had a couple things. I'm gonna have to skip the cat meme. But I see my friend Casey Knight on here, and his dad, Charlie Knight, there was not a finer show buddy that I ever knew or heard of than Charlie Knight. I'm going to tell you, one night we were at the garden. We were kind of way up in the rafters there, and all of a sudden, he went dancing off as he would do, and eventually, we all danced off, and then I never saw him, for the rest of the show, and wandering around outside the garden, pre-cell phone days. And so eventually, we ran into each other, and he could hardly even speak, but he was very upset about his coat. and he was like, "Where's my coat?" I'm like, "Charlie, I have no idea where I guess where you left it, right?" And he seemed to think it was my responsibility, So I felt bad for the guy, and we walked around the garden. It was quite a while after. It took a long time for us to get together, and I don't really remember how we got in, but we found somebody, and we got passed along person to person. We got inside, and we got taken to a security room, and we sat there for probably about an hour in this, antiseptic, fluorescent lights, little security waiting room. Finally, this guy showed up, and he was like, "All right, come with me." And he took us to the, where were you? And, up there. And he took us to the gate. And they actually turned the lights. It was dark. The garden was dark. And they turned the lights on. I think that's what they were waiting for, the lights to go up. And he goes, "All right, go ahead." Didn't even come in with us like, "It's all yours." So we went in there, lights on. It's just me and Charlie in Madison Square Garden. The stage is still set up, as a multi-night run. And I can't even tell you the awesomeness of that moment, and that they opened the garden, Madison Square Garden, for me and Charlie. And we wandered in the direction of where we were sitting, and sure enough, there was Charlie's jacket. And, as they say, all's well that ends well. And I love that guy, and love you too, Casey. And all right, now from the sublime to... There's somebody else who's been on here every night, I think, Karen, and she requested this song. I'm gonna do this for, well, I'm so used to saying we're gonna do this, but so here's another thing. This is another song that I don't do too often, or ever really. It seems like a little, not a little bit too slow for the bar scene. As my friend Jade is always telling us to keep it rocking. So a lot of those nice songs we don't play too much, Stella Blue I'd love to play, and Standing on the Moon, and let me know what you think about that, but it seems like the energy of the bar, we want to try and keep it up, so we only get a couple more slow ones in a night. But anyways, this is for you, Karen. Thanks. All of my friends come to see me last night, and I was laying in my bed and dying. And even though from Saint Angel,
weather down here is so fine. And just then the wind come squalling through the door. But who can the weather command? Just wanna have a little peace to die, and a friend or two I love at hand. Fever roll up to 105 and roll on up, gonna roll back down. One more day I find myself alive. Tomorrow, maybe leave the ground. See here how everything leads up to this day, and it's just like any other day that's ever been. Sun going up and then the sun, it's going down. Shine through my window, and my friends, they come around. Come around. Come around. The people may know, but the people don't care that a man could be as poor as me. Take a look at poor Peter. He's lying in pain. Now let's go and see. Go run and see. Go run and see. Run in and see. Run and see. My friends think it's their appointed duty. They keep trying to tell me, hey, all you want to do is use me. My answer to all that use me stuff. Oh, I want to spread the news. If it feels this good being used, honey, just keep on using me till you use me up. Hey, my brother, he's sitting right down and talk to me. And he told me, hey, I ought not to let you just walk on me. And I'm sure he meant well. Oh, but when that talk was through, I said, brother, if you only knew, you'd wish you were in my shoes. So keep on using me. Hey, now till you use me up.
know it's true. Sometimes you really do abuse me. And you get me in a room of high-class people now. You act real rude to me. I said, now baby, baby, when you love me I can't get enough. And now I said, I want to spread the news. It feels as good being used. Honey, just keep on using me. Till you use me up. All right, I'm going to start videoing the rehearsals. And just put them up. Well, forget it. We'll fix it in editing. Don't worry about it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming. Have a wonderful weekend. I still got one more song for you. And again, we're going to end with a sing-along. Oh, I forgot to tell you, and I know you're doing it anyways, but please subscribe, you know, all those things, subscribe, like, push that button, and but mostly send all the hearts and thumbs up and stuff on the screen, not just for me, but it lets all our friends know this is happening too. So thank you, everybody. Words did glow with the gold of sunshine, and my tunes were played on a harp unstrung. Would you hear my voice come through the music? And would you hold it near as it were your own? It's a hand-me-down, broken. Perhaps they're better left unsung. I don't know. Don't really care. Well, let there be songs to fill the air, ripple in still water. There is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. Reach out your hand if your cup is empty, if your cup is full, may it be again, let it be known. There is a fountain that was not made by the hands of man. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. And if you go, no one may follow.
Well, that path is for your steps alone. Ripple in still water. There is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. You who choose to lead must follow. But if you fall alone. If you should stand, then who's to guide you? And if I knew the way, and I would take you home. Come on, everybody. Da, 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 da. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. If I knew the way, I would take you home. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Hope to see you on Monday. Thank you. All right, hold on a sec. Hey, anybody want to apply for a job as a technical engineer? Write me at Grateful Ears. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.